is Port Credit Harbor, just outside the old barge, which protects the harbor in terms of wind and waves, and keeps all the boats kind of safe from rocking around and getting damaged. And that, one of the cool things about paddleboarding and why I like it so much is that it changes your perspective on familiar things. You can, be above the water and look down into the water and see fish and rocks and everything else. You can also get to places that normally this isn't an option, and you can really do it in like a non-destructive way. So there's there's no motor, there's no anything, as long as you're safe. I wear a life jacket, and I'm thrilled because I'm lucky enough to be able to get a wetsuit that fits, and it's a bit of a game changer because it's going to allow me to do things like this further into the winter months. So we'll see how brave I am, but right now it's a pretty cool experience, and I just wanted to share it. Is this flat, and there's little wind, and it's clear, and you're able to look into it from a paddleboard. It's pretty awesome. Unfortunately you see a whole bunch of crap and plastic and everything else, but most days you see the bottom, and you see things from a vantage point that normally isn't accessible. And it's pretty cool just to understand how small and little a part we play in the world, because there's or at least our awareness is so contained to only part of it. It's pretty amazing when you can appreciate all the things around you that normally you don't see or you don't appreciate. And that's one of the wonderful things I like about a paddleboard. I love being able to stand tall on the water and look down and check things out. And on the Credit River, it's pretty awesome in the late summer when the fish are spawning, and you see how big they are and how fast they are, and and how far they have to move to survive. But we're very, very lucky to be able to see things like this and do things like this in a part of the world that's so special. And I'm glad that I'm going to keep exploring it and seeing, you know, and experiencing things like this on an ongoing basis. Like, look at that sunrise. It's pretty awesome. When you're on a paddleboard and you don't look down and see the paddleboard and you just kind of look around, you defy the laws of physics, because it looks like to me right now I'm standing in the middle of a lake, and that's pretty freaky and weird and gorgeous. And that's the magic of the stand-up, you know, piece of the paddleboard, that you're out here. And I think kayaks are awesome too, and certainly more durable when it comes to waves and ripples and things like that. But right now I'm standing in Port Credit Harbor. Feels like on the water. No one else here. You know, here I am in one of the most lonely settings I could be, you know, and I don't feel that. You know, I feel warm, and I feel calm, and I feel happy, and all of those wonderful things. So thanks for listening.